You're tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep fixes. The kind that lives in your chest, in your thoughts, in the weight you carry that no one else can see. You've been strong for so long that you've forgotten what it feels like to rest. And somewhere along the way, you started believing that because you're struggling, you must be weak. But that's not true. You're not weak. You're carrying more than most people could handle. And you're still here. That's not weakness. That's strength you haven't learned to recognize yet. Let's talk about it. The invisible struggle. Most people see you and think you're fine. They see you showing up, going through the motions, keeping it together on the outside. What they don't see is the war happening inside. The doubt, the exhaustion, the voice that tells you you're not enough. They don't see the nights you lie awake replaying every mistake, every missed opportunity, every moment you wish you could take back. They don't see the mornings you have to force yourself out of bed, the days you smile when you're breaking, the conversations where you nod along while your mind screams for silence. You carry things no one talks about. Grief that doesn't have a name, pain that doesn't show on your body, fears that no one would understand even if you tried to explain them. And the worst part? You compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. You see other people moving forward and think you're the only one stuck. You see their wins and forget they have losses too. So you carry everything alone. Because talking about it feels like complaining. Because asking for help feels like failing. And slowly, quietly, you start to believe the lie. The lie that says if you were strong enough, this wouldn't be so hard. But here's what you need to understand. The fact that it's hard doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It means you're carrying something real, something heavy, something most people never have the courage to face, and you're still standing. That's not ordinary. That's extraordinary. Let's redefine something. Strength is not what you think it is. Strength is not loud. It's not aggressive. It's not fearless. Real strength is quiet. It's waking up on the days you don't want to and doing it anyway. It's facing the same problem for the 100th time and not giving up. It's holding yourself together when everything inside you wants to fall apart. Strength isn't the absence of fear. It's moving forward with fear sitting right beside you. Strength isn't never struggling. It's struggling and still choosing to try again. You think strong people don't cry, don't break, don't doubt, but they do. The difference is they don't let the breakdown be the end of the story. They cry, then they wipe their face, then they keep going. That's you. You've broken before, you've cried, you've doubted everything. And yet here you are, still breathing, still trying, still fighting battles no one applauds you for. That's not weakness, that's survival, that's resilience, that's strength in its purest form. You've survived every bad day you've ever had, every heartbreak, every loss, every moment you thought would destroy you. And you're still here. Think about that. 100% survival rate. You haven't failed yet. Not really, you've stumbled. You've fallen. You've had to start over. But you're still in the fight. And that means you're stronger than you've ever given yourself credit for. Let me tell you about someone I know. She was 32, working 2 jobs, raising a kid alone, barely sleeping. Every morning felt like climbing a mountain with no summit in sight. One day her car broke down, $1,500 she didn't have. She sat in the parking lot and cried, not because of the car, but because it felt like the universe was testing how much one person could take. She called her mom. Her mom said, "I don't know how you do it." And she realized something. She didn't know how she did it either, but she was doing it. Every single day she was doing the impossible. And she'd been doing it for so long that she stopped seeing it as strength. She thought strength looked like other people. People with more money, more support, more time. But strength doesn't always look successful. Sometimes it just looks like showing up. She kept showing up. 3 years later, her kid graduated high school. Top of the class, full scholarship. At the ceremony, her kid thanked her, said, "You taught me that strong people don't quit, even when they want to." And in that moment, she saw herself differently, not as someone barely surviving, but as someone who had carried more than she thought possible, and won. Here's another story. A man lost his job at 47, in an industry that didn't want older workers. He applied to hundreds of places, got rejected from all of them. He started believing what the silence told him, that he was too old, too outdated, too irrelevant. His wife worked. His kids never complained, but he felt like a failure. One night, his daughter asked for help with her math homework. He couldn't do it. The curriculum had changed. He didn't understand the new methods, and he broke. He told his wife, "I can't even help my own kid with homework. What good am I?" She looked at him and said, "You've been applying to jobs every single day for 6 months. You haven't missed one day. That's what good you are." He'd been so focused on what he couldn't do that he forgot what he was doing. He was trying, relentlessly, without applause, without proof it would work. 2 months later, a company took a chance on him, not because of his resume, but because during the interview they saw something most people don't have: persistence, humility, the quiet strength of someone who doesn't quit. He didn't know it, but every rejection had been building something inside him: resilience. And resilience is the foundation every great comeback is built on. The inner shift. There's a moment that changes everything. It's not dramatic, it's not loud. It's the moment you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What am I going to do about it?" That shift, that tiny, almost invisible shift, that's where your power lives. You can't control what life throws at you. You never could. But you can control how you respond. And when you realize that, everything changes. You stop waiting for life to get easier. You start getting stronger. You stop blaming the past. You start building the future. You stop looking for someone to save you. You become your own rescue. This doesn't mean you do it alone. It means you stop waiting for permission to start. You decide. Not someday, not when you're ready, not when it feels right. Now, with what you have, with who you are, with whatever strength is left. You decide that you're not going to let this break you. You decide that pain doesn't get the final say. You decide that your story isn't over yet. And that decision, that quiet internal decision, is where strength begins. Not in the big moments, in the small ones. The decision to get out of bed, the decision to try one more time, the decision to believe in yourself when no one else does. Those decisions add up, and over time they become proof. Proof that you're stronger than you thought. Proof that you can handle more than you believed. Proof that you are not your circumstances. You are your response to them. Why people underestimate themselves? You underestimate yourself because you've been conditioned to. Someone told you that you weren't smart enough, talented enough, strong enough, and you believed them. Or maybe no one said it out loud, but the world whispered it through rejections, through failures, through doors that closed in your face, and you started carrying those moments like proof. Proof that you weren't capable. Proof that you didn't deserve more. Proof that maybe you should stop trying. But here's what you didn't realize. Those moments weren't proof of your limits. They were tests of your endurance. And you passed because you're still here. You also underestimate yourself because you confuse exhaustion with weakness. You think because you're tired, you're failing. But being tired doesn't mean you're weak. It means you've been strong for too long without rest. There's a difference. Weakness is giving up when things get hard. Strength is continuing even when you're already tired. You've been doing the latter for months, maybe years, and no one's given you credit for it. So you stopped giving yourself credit too. But you deserve it. You deserve to recognize what you've endured, what you've survived, what you've overcome just to be standing here today. Stop listening to the old voices, the ones that told you that you weren't enough. Start listening to the truth. The truth is, you've already proven your strength. Every single day you didn't quit. Every moment you chose to try again. Every time you got back up when life knocked you down. That's the evidence. Not your failures, your resilience, emotional peak. I need you to hear this. You are stronger than you think. Not because life hasn't hurt you, but because it has, and you're still standing. You've been tested in ways most people will never understand, and you didn't break. You bent, you cried, you questioned everything, but you didn't break. And that means something. It means you have a core inside you that's stronger than any storm. It means you have a spirit that refuses to be defeated. It means you are capable of more than you've allowed yourself to believe. The fact that you're still here, still trying, still holding on, that's not luck. That's you. That's your strength, your will, your refusal to let life write the ending for you. You get to write it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be easy. It doesn't have to look like anyone else's story. It just has to be yours. And as long as you're breathing, you get to keep writing. One day at a time, one decision at a time, one small act of courage at a time. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to keep going. And you will, because you always have. Life is still going to be hard. I won't lie to you and say it gets easier, but you get stronger. You learn how to carry the weight. You learn how to find rest even in the storm. You learn that you're more capable than you ever imagined. And one day you'll look back at this moment, this exact moment where you felt weak, overwhelmed, uncertain. And you'll realize you weren't weak. You were becoming someone who knows their own strength, someone who doesn't need permission to rise, someone who understands that survival is its own kind of victory. So keep going. Not because it's easy, but because you're strong enough to handle hard. Not because you have all the answers, but because you're brave enough to keep asking the questions. Not because the road is clear, but because you've already proven you can walk through the fog. You are stronger than you think, and the world needs that strength. Even if no one's told you lately, even if you can't see it yet, I see it, and I'm telling you now, you've got this. You've always had this, and you always will. This is Unstoppable Mind.